Hi, I'm Ken Mallory. My wife's name is Leda. We had a hometown contractor put our windows in a couple of months ago. We live just a little ways from the water, so we were interested in getting some storm windows put in, and hometown contractors is who we decided to use. Well, actually, we had heard about hometown contractors from some of the neighbors and other people that have used them, but we also did a Google search, of course, and looked at several different companies. So we had some recommendations for hometown contractors and others, so we did a lot of research. The primary reason that we went with hometown contractors during all of our research, we had multiple companies come and give a presentation, and I was very impressed with Randy when he came out and went through the product with us, described it, brought samples in, and did a show and tell. And I did human resources my whole life, so customer service and the personal part of it is very important to me, always has been. And I was just so impressed with his presentation. The product was obviously very good. I think price-wise, frankly, hometown contractors was kind of in the middle. We had some that were higher and some that were lower, but the presentation and just overall knowledge of the product, and that was very important to us. Well, the house is about 22 years old. We had it built in '99, so we were due for some windows. The ones that we had were leaking a little bit, and a lot of the heat and air and such. And again, during the presentation, Randy showed us that we could save a lot on utilities and so on. So that was a big part of it. We were looking for storm windows because we are, as a crow flies, less than a quarter of a mile from the bay, and I'm tired of hauling plywood around every hurricane season. So we were looking for some storm windows that would alleviate that nervousness about hurricanes. As far as what we're satisfied with the windows, my wife loves the fact that they're easy to clean with the mechanism, and she can do that, and I like that too. That way I don't have to do them. So that's a good thing. We like that they're tinted enough that it provides a little privacy as well as keeping the sunlight out. We also live very close to Hurlburt Air Force Base, and I'm retired military, so I love the sound of the freedom. I love the sound of the aircraft and the practices. But when you're watching TV, that gets kind of noisy at night. So these windows have really knocked the noise down from outside quite a lot, of cars passing by and those kinds of things. So they're a lot quieter too. Starting from the presentation, the personal interaction with the company has been fantastic. Hometown Contractors has always been very punctual. Randy told us up front that it was going to probably take about 6 months to manufacture the windows and have them in. So we knew that from the very beginning. During that 6 months, and it took about that long, during that 6 months, they called every 2 weeks. Just to keep us posted on what the status was, and was there going to be any delay and those kinds of things. So even though it took a long time, we knew what was going on. And as a matter of fact, I mentioned that we had gotten other estimates also, and all the companies it was going to be about 6 months. So that wasn't a company thing, that was manufacturing process. So they were very good about keeping us posted. When the products did come in, they were installed almost immediately. They worked around my schedule, as a matter of fact, to make sure that we had a good time to install. And most of them came in. We had 2 windows that didn't come in with the rest of them. So they actually made 2 different trips. They installed most of them one time and then came back to install the other 2 when they came in. Individuals that did the installation were phenomenal. They came in and on time, expeditious. I mean, it really didn't take very long for installation. I was surprised at how quickly they were able to get them installed. The process, I had a friend that was here helping me out with it, and we were even talking about behind their back how clean they were, and you know, the installation process went so smooth. And when they left, the house was at least as clean as it was before they got here. Probably a little bit cleaner actually, because they had to pull some furniture out, and you know how that happens. And even after the installation, the company has contacted us, make sure everything was good, came back, did the final inspections, and the managers and administrative staff, everybody has just been fantastic at Hometown Contractors. Very pleased. As I mentioned a while ago, we're thrilled with the product itself, the windows that we had installed, all the features that they provide. So the product has been phenomenal. The company has been really, really great. As far as, and I've been around for a few years, if you can't tell by looking, but so I've had a lot of interaction with companies and so on and so forth, and Hometown Contractors right up there with the very best. They've done an outstanding job. I did HR my whole life, so customer service is real important, and they fill that bill for me also. So we have recommended Hometown Contractors to several other people. As a matter of fact, right now they're in the process of remodeling my son's house down the street because we trust them that much. I do the homeowners association here, so I get a lot of people ask questions about who we would recommend, and I have recommended Hometown Contractors to several other homeowners too. Highly recommend them.